Seekers. It is Thursday, May 27th, 2021. It's 5:46 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. Welcome to the Bitcoin Daily View and things that I mentioned here, etc. You can find here at bitcoindailyview.com. Usually link to most of the articles and indicators that I use and such. So, PayPal will let customers withdraw crypto, exec says. I covered this yesterday, but I wanted to mention it again. It is quite a big deal. A lot of people like PayPal, a lot of people hate it, a lot of people use it regardless. And yes, you can buy Bitcoin on PayPal, but you can only cash it out to gain value, or I should say to withdraw. Got to cash it out and then move that cash out. Well, that is what people really want to do. They want to be able to buy it and then send it from there to a different wallet, or from a different wallet, an external wallet, send it to PayPal. So this is really going to be a great integration, and I look forward to seeing how PayPal integrates crypto payments and such like that. They're definitely on the road to it. This, I think, is huge. No, huge noise. No, huge noise. Huge news. And I don't know. Maybe the price reflects it today, this announcement, or maybe not. But regardless, big news, and it will play out. This is great stuff. Big deal. DXY, Dollar Strength Index scores ever since the beginning of 2020, it's been crashing. So I just like to mention that every day. Coin 360, looking at the last hour, mostly a red market. That's okay though. It's just hardly, slightly, a little bit red. It's been going back and forth, many odds between green and red. Bitcoin also. Bitcoin is poised at 39,373. Darn cool number. Anyway, let's keep going. All right, Bitcoin trading volume last 24 hours, 6.7 billion. That's I do notice that volume has been going down the last day or so. On Binance, we have 3.8 billion. Coinbase, 1.1 billion. Nobody else showed up for a billion. So volume's definitely slowing down. And on Binance, where that beautiful volume is, 60% long, 39% shorts for Bitcoin. For Ethereum, 66% longs, 33% shorts. So definitely sentiment on Binance is long. I'll just mention, SPX, the Russell 2000, and Dow Jones. That's how it is from the top. In general, they're all seeing or about to see positive MACD crosses on the daily above the 200 moving average. They're flirting with the 21 EMA, all as well. The market seems to be doing okay when I look at it from this vision, from this altitude. And as those turn positive, especially with the MACD cross, I think Bitcoin will also. Looking at silver and gold. Gold up top here continues a beautiful uptrend. Silver continues a beautiful uptrend. Nice to see gold and silver doing well. All right, looking at Bitcoin on the daily chart, we are really close to a positive MACD cross. Histogram is closing. We are below the mid-range, the heartbeat of the mid-range, as I call it. Usually it's healthier when the MACD is above that, but you know what? When you've gone below it, and now you get to see this beautiful cross, and you start moving towards a positive MACD cross, especially with quite the sudden angle on the fulcrum here of the trend. I mean, boom. I am watching. I have an alert set, and I'm loving this. Hey, anything can happen. It could continue trending down or go sideways, but in general, it looks like we're heading towards a positive MACD cross. And I do think if you look historically, and you can play this out yourself, you can look at it, get a big chart, put a year or two worth of dailies in there, and get that view, and you're going to see the positive and negative MACD crosses do definitely show trend reversals in Bitcoin. So we're also on the daily real close to the 200 moving average, and I think once we get above that and that MACD crosses, they'll probably happen right about the same time, and boom, we get this little rocket ship going straight to Pluto. And also that is represented also why I think we might go right to 50K at that point, or really move exceptionally. You can go to bitcoindailyview.com and check out this link here, Bitcoin options, max pain theory explained. Cryptos are us, that guy goes over it. I think it's valid enough, the max pain theory. And so I do think that it's worth checking out if you want to. It's only a few minutes. It's just the first part of his video. I think it is a bit enlightening, and I think definitely with the positive MACD cross and then going above the 200 moving average on the daily, I mean, we are really looking towards what would typically be a reversal and a beautiful uptrend. Looking at the immediate price action, and actually, you know what? Let me do this real quick. Let me look at the 2-hour chart like this. Okay, 2-hour chart. What are we seeing? yeah, we're working on a positive MACD cross here. For immediate price action, you can really get a feeling for what Bitcoin's going to do. Watch the 2-hour MACD. I know it's an old indicator, but it does have a lot of power, and so as that 2-hour turns positive today, hopefully we should see that definitely speeding up momentum for a daily MACD cross to the positive also. So 45-minute chart, Bitcoin has been ranging between the 200 and the 314 moving average. 200 is white, 314 is the purple one. As you can see, we've been ranging between, had a little bit of a dip below last night, the 200 moving average. Now we've broken above the 314. Looks like we're going to find support above that. Directional index is in the green. ADX is a little bit lower than I like to see it. It's at 12.6, but I definitely think as we start getting towards 20 and above, and that directional index stays green, we're going to be looking good. Squeeze indicator is showing a positive squeeze towards the upside. Stochastic RSI is oversold a bit. Lazy bear indicator, a very cool indicator, linked to over there at Bitcoin Daily View, is showing we're in a glorious uptrend. So that's looking righteous. 45-minute chart, looking powerful. Love seeing the strong 45 bounce off the 200 moving average and a break above the 314. Boom, we find support above there. We can just cruise sideways. We will break that daily MACD positive cross and boom. All right, looking at a 15-minute chart for super immediate price action. We're above the 200 moving average and 314 moving average. Looks like we have support above those. Directional index is in the green. ADX is 22. That's where I like to see it. Moving good. Squeeze indicator showing some upwards momentum, and the KRI is definitely in the green. And let's actually note that too. The KRI. Oh, where did KRI go? Over here. There we go. Different load all my indicators here. Yeah, KRI is in the green too. KRI is a wonderful indicator. Set it for 20, and you can see it over at the BitcoinDailyView.com website. I linked to it there. Definitely get into it, use it. It is a valuable indicator. Ethereum versus USDT, pretty much doing what Bitcoin is doing. Pretty much exactly. So Ethereum will do what Bitcoin does. Link definitely above the 200 and the 314 moving average here on the 45-minute chart. Indicators look strong, maybe a little bit oversold, but strong chart. I mean overbought. Sol USDT range between the 314 and the 200 moving average. Looks like we're getting a positive squeeze indicator here this morning. ADX is a low, but in general, this is a good enough chart. We'll probably continue ranging. I'm not going to really be interested in this until I see a break above the 314 moving average. But if Bitcoin pumps, I would not be surprised if Sol really gets going. Doge USDT, it is riding the 200 moving average really, really hard, breaking above and breaking below it. The chart is, the indicators are good enough. Really, I would say when Bitcoin pumps up, Doge USDT will pump also. I don't really see any momentum in this chart that shows it like pumping until Bitcoin does. But do note this, when you have a beautiful chart like this, I know it may not be beautiful if you bought at the top, but when you have a nice gradual decline like this, when something's been dumping for quite a while, and then you finally can get a nice positive 200 moving average cross. These little blue, purple squares show a 200 moving average crosses when it crosses above. Anyway, this isn't looking too bad. If you're in Doge, well, I wish you well. I think we're seeing a good moment here for it because we did have our all-time highs recently, of course. Sorry, I'm using this small monitor. I'm kind of digital nomading right now, so I don't have all my big, beautiful monitor. But as you can see, this beautiful pump we had, this downtrend has been cruising along for quite a while. But really, once you get this challenge, the 200 moving average, and you break above it, this can be a beautiful play. So I have no doubt that Doge could see its all-time highs and more once again as the market recovers after all the shenanigans we've had recently. Looking at Cardano ADA, really we are kind of just stuck in this sideways momentum, but that's not bad. It's a great consolidation phase. Indicators are positive enough. ADA USDT, I'm sure will make a move when Bitcoin does. Probably not before. It's above the 200 and 314 moving average, and in general, I'll call this an okay chart. All right. Now, ADA versus BTC. The reason I mention this, I just want to make it really, really prevalent, really, really clear to people. If you are trading against Bitcoin right now, be careful because, as you can see, you look at ADA here against USDT, you have the sideways motion, but if you trade it against BTC, as BTC starts to pump, it's going to take ADA a while to catch up, and it might get crushed for a while. So this is a 15-minute chart. Actually, let me look at a 45-minute chart. Yeah, you can see, I mean, it's actually kind of sideways too. but not quite as flat as it is against USDT. I'm more and more just trading against USDT and then taking my gains and putting those in Bitcoin. I'm just finding USDT so much easier to trade against. I know some people are very altruistic and like trading against BTC only, but I think if you know, uh, give it a little bit of a thought exploration, you'll find that the flat line of USDT is so much easier to trade against. Take your gains, put them in BTC. Um, anyway, be careful. The BTC pumps and you're traded against it in an alt, you're probably going to get screwed. And I think we have a pump coming really, really soon, as I mentioned earlier. So be careful. Matic USDT, it's sideways, sideways, sideways. Indicators are okay. Shiba Inu, it is kind of a lot like Doge, really. I mean, it had this glorious, huge, huge, huge mega run. I can't really fit it all on my little monitor here on my laptop, but mega run. But what is to note about this? Let me use a 4-hour chart. Maybe we can see a little bit more. Geez. So, okay, when it came to Binance, that's where I'm looking at it. It was pumping on Binance when it first got there, and it's been kind of dumping ever since. But you can see in the 4-hour chart, we're doing some consolidation. We're sideways now, and yeah, the chart's not too inspiring, but it's leveling out. Anyhow, looking back at the 45-minute chart here, um, sorry about all this resizing. Don't want to waste your time while I'm playing with my monitor here, but do note that this is a great play. I really like setups like this because it had a mega pump, crazy all-time highs back there. It's been dumping, 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 but now look at this, a strong challenge of the 200 moving average, and this is against USDT. So I do think, honestly, looking at the indicators here, that when Bitcoin begins to make a move, well, Shiba Inu will also. And other than that, this is an eclectic channel. I cover you name it, anything. So, like I said, I mostly do this for a bunch of friends that watch. So, I don't mean to offend anybody if this is too weird for them, but well, that's just what I do. So, anyway, everyone vaccinated for COVID will die, warns French virologist. Okay, maybe this is a bit extreme, and natural news is definitely a crap site for news. It's not very good. But why I link to this is because I think it's important. This video has been making the rounds, and this guy does have some cred. I'm not trying to upset anybody or push anybody's buttons, but I think this little short video, and even just read a statement here, is worth something for your consideration. That's all. I'm not trying to challenge anyone's spiritual or political beliefs, whatever. For most people, if there even is a difference at this point, but regardless, note this, and I think it has value. And if you want to really get into Mr. Adams, uh, what's his name? Mark Adams, I forget his name. Anyway, the guy who heads up this site. If you want to see his commentary on it, of course, as everything he does, it's very, very sensationalist, very, very clickbaity, very, very extreme. But um, I've been following this for quite a while, ever since the beginning, and I just gotta tell you, I think this very, very well may have value, if nothing else, for your consideration. Good to keep an open mind. Anyway, I couldn't say I care about you if I didn't mention this. So whether it pisses you off or you agree, I think it's worth a value because there's no sense making these mad gains, becoming a crypto millionaire if you die from a bad decision. Anyway, take care, and I will see everybody real soon.